Hey you guys, so pumpkin spice season is back, so we are going to be making my bakery recipe for pumpkin spice cake. Now you can use this recipe for layer cakes, muffins, pumpkin bread, and what I'm going to be doing today is cupcakes. So I am using my stand mixer to bring this all together. So you could totally do this by hand because it's pretty simple ingredients. There's no butter, so you're not going to be needing to, cream your butter and sugar together. So if all you have is just a bowl and a large spoon, you can still make this recipe. So in my stand mixer, I have some oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil, whatever your oil of choice is, along with some dark brown sugar and some white sugar. And I'm just going to mix these together just quickly, just to incorporate those two together. And then I'm going to add in 2 large eggs. And I'm also going to go ahead and add in the 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then I'm going to just pop this on the mixer and just mix these two together really well for about a minute. So now we're going to go ahead and add in the pumpkin, and I am using 100% canned pumpkin, and this is about half of a 15-ounce can. So make sure you buy the 100% pumpkin, not the pumpkin pie mix. So I will have the actual measurements in the description box below, but it's roughly half a can. So if you're wanting to use a whole can, then just double this recipe. So we're going to add that to the mixing bowl and just give it a quick little mix through. And then we are going to go ahead and add our leavening agents and our spices. Now if you want, you can add these leavening agents and your spices to your flour and blend it in this way. I just like to save the step of having to whisk the dry ingredients, so I just add it straight to the wet batter, and I've never had any issues doing that. So I've got some baking powder, baking soda, and salt, and then I have my cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg. So we're just going to blend this in for about 30 seconds until everything looks like it's well mixed. And then at this point, we are going to go ahead and add in our all-purpose flour. And I'm just giving it a quick whisk just in case any lumps are in there. So I'm just going to add that to the mixer, and we're just going to mix this for about another minute. You'll just want to mix it until no flour streaks remain. So while that's finishing up mixing, you'll just want to make sure you have your oven preheated to 350 degrees. And depending on the size muffins or cupcakes you plan on making, this recipe should make anywhere from about 8 to about 15 cupcakes. So if you're making the smaller standard size cupcakes, you may get closer to 15. If you're making large muffins, you may get about 8. So I make a slightly larger cupcake and I get about a dozen. So I am using a number 18 scoop here, ice cream scoop, to scoop my cupcakes. I believe it's a number 18. I will check and leave that in the description box. So I'm just going to get these scooped out, and then I will get them popped into the oven. Alright, so these will bake, and again, it depends on the size cupcake cake you're making. So it could range anywhere from 15 to, I'd say, 23 minutes. So for the size I'm making with that number 18 scoop, it takes about 20 minutes in my oven. So I like to remove my cupcakes from the pan as soon as they come out of the oven. But I'm used to, as a baker, I'm used to picking up hot things with my hands, so it's not an issue for me. So there you have it, you guys. I hope you guys try this recipe out, and I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.